Today we're going to talk about the counterplay in the Sicilian, and I would like to show you an interesting game. It was played between grandmasters Aydin Selimanli and Vasil Mikhailovich Ivanchuk, and it was played in the B group of famous round-robin tournament Tata Steel Masters, and the winner of this tournament will play next year in the main competition. I really wanted Ivanchuk play next year in the A group. Unfortunately, he didn't manage to win this tournament, but he was very close. And before the start our review, I'd like to mention some basic statements of the theory. In the Sicilian, black immediately gets semi-open file C for his counterplay, and usually black plays on the queen side. At the same time, usually white gets nice development advantage, and white would like to use it for attack on the king side or in the center. Now let's start our review, and we have a very complex position, and black tries to organize some counterplay on the center and on the queen side. I think that it was a very important moment for white, because white could find the right plan, and still white is the strongest side. I prefer rook d1 in this position, just improving my worse piece, and in this position white played pawn to f6. Of course, g6 was played by Ivanchuk, and I don't really understand what was the point of white's idea, because now it's very hard to open the position of the black's king on the king side, and computers recommends this play, but it looks very slow, and usually black has enough time for counterplay in the center, like d5. In the game, Selimanli played rook f to d1, knight d to e5, so black gradually improves his position, rook to d2. And after this slow move, Vasil Mikhailovich Ivanchuk found a brilliant plan. It's very typical, but at the same time, it's the strongest solution. I really recommend you to practice a bit. You can stop the video, think and suggest the plan, and write it in the comments. How should black improve his position? Okay, guys, let's discuss it. Rook b7 was played by Ukrainian legend, and this is a brilliant move. Black prepares counterplay on the queen side, and suddenly white's position is very unpleasant. c4 was played by white. White tries to protect the knight, capture on c3, capture on c3, queen to b8. Okay, computer suggested something like bishop f1, but anyway, I prefer black's position. In the game, white improved his rook, rook to b1, rook to c8. Just look at this position. Just in the few moves, black managed to open the position of the queen side, and all his pieces now are really active. Rook d to b2, knight to d8. Yeah, here it was an interesting moment. I really like the way how Ivanchuk improved his knights, but computer suggests this plan: knight d7, queen to c2, and knight c to e5. So the engine just replaces the knights, and this knight goes to c4. At the same time, pawn c3 becomes the target, and another knight can be improved, like knight c5 with idea of attack on a4, bishop f1, queen e8, and it's very annoying. In the game, Ivanchuk played a knight to d8. After knight d8, black found another strategical plan. I also really like it, and let's see what happened in the game. Bishop to d4 looks a bit strange for me, because now black executes the plan, knight to c4, immediately attack the rook. rook to b3, and then e5. And this knight returns into the game via e6, bishop to h3. Well, after bishop g1, knight e6, bishop f3, knight f4, I think white could find himself in an absolutely hopeless position. So the Azerbaijan chess player decided to trick his opponent, bishop to h3, capture on d4, c takes on d4, d5. Objectively, the rest is the matter of technique, but both sides made a couple of mistakes, and I'd like to show it to you. Knight to a3, that's logical so far, rook to e1. This position looks absolutely hopeless for white, but both opponents had not so much time on their clocks, and both made very serious mistakes. So firstly, bishop b5 was quite an obvious win for black. I think that zero chances here for white to survive. Capture on a3 not so good because we can take, and queen c1 wins the rook on a3. And it's important that the rook on b7 protects the e7 square. We'll see the difference. In the game, rook b6 was played, and this is a huge mistake. And now white could play rook to a3, capture, 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 queen c1, the same line, but now white had queen e7, a very strong move, and suddenly black has serious problems with the king. Queen e7, of course, is not an opportunity, and we see the difference between the placement of the rook on the 6th rank and on the 7th rank. And the position is drawish. Black can make perpetual check or play knight e6, but perpetual is a simpler solution. Well, instead of this, white played knight to e4. This is the decisive mistake, and now knight b5, a b5, bishop b7, black wins it easily. Rook to e6, nice regrouping idea, bishop to b4, rook to e8. And after h3, queen d7, white resigned because it's impossible to protect his king. Bishop c3 followed by queen d5, queen g2. It's just a mate. So guys, in my opinion, this was a quite instructive game, which shows a nice black's counterplay on the queen side. Please remember this. You should play on the queen side if you play Sicilian with black. And it's quite remarkable that after white played f6, white's counterplay on the king side stacks, and we have just one side play by black. So I'd like to recommend you learn more typical games and play Sicilian in your own games. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to my channel if you like my content. See you in the next videos, and goodbye.